Good morning, finally, and welcome to Rebel Morningwood. I am your hostess with the mostest IR girl. In the background music today is by the wonderful soundtrack of Halo 3. Actually, probably some of my favorite music scores are from Halo, second being Medal of Honor 2010. I was this morning listening to Halo 4, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. So, on the background today, right now, is playing Halo 3, because it's also a good one. Welcome to the chat, anybody. I'm using Twitch's new channel page, so I'm getting used to the layout. If you're listening, please come in, log in, say hi. I always like to talk to everybody. Barrie, if you're listening, I know that you happen to be off this week, so let me see if I can try and get Barrie in here, and maybe we can get. Well, hopefully he's not nude as well. I don't know. Surprised he's not. He said he was home. I think he's probably gaming though. I don't even see him on. Yeah, I don't even see him on my list now. So let me see if I can pop him up a message, guys. If he's online, I'll get Barrie in here, our head writer. I know that he had messaged me earlier in the week, sent me an email, said that he was off all week and he would love to be able to come in and chat with us. So I'm gonna try to get him in here. See, I have a problem with Skype. I can't use Skype the way, like, it won't let me type, so I have to use Trillion to type, but I can't open up, like, it's weird. I can't open up, like, chats. I don't know, it's weird, and I've never been able to get it to work. I've tried to resort to earlier versions. If anybody has a fix for me for Skype, I would really love it, because I usually have to keep Skype open and Trillion open as well. One, so I can see if somebody is in my chat for Rebel Gaming, and then the other one is and then my MSN Messenger keeps popping up, and I know they're not even using that anymore. I thought I uninstalled that. I don't use it, but so give me a minute here. I'm trying to get Barrie up on the on my Trillion thingy, and I'm having like a hell of a fucking time. God, I hate these fucking programs. And honestly, I cannot see him on here. This is like really pissing me off. I'm trying to send a message to Barrie, but I can't do it. So if you hear me in the background, it says this user. Okay, Barrie, if you can fucking hear me, if you're listening, do me a favor. Just fucking pop on or something. You know what? Let me just see if I can call him, and we'll just do it this way. Excuse the ringing, guys. We're gonna get Barrie in here, see if he answers. It's kind of like a crank call early in the morning. Good morning, Mr. Matthews.
Good afternoon.
You're live on Rebel Morningwood.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thanks for the warning.
I couldn't warn you because I can't type. I can only send up emotes on my Skype, and I was looking for you on my Trillion, and I couldn't find you to type to you, would you like to come on? So I just said, fuck it, and I called you, and here you are.
Hello.
Are you naked?
Yeah.
That's what I told everybody. I said, more than likely he's naked, so...
Well, I'm on a week off, you see, so I'm not planning to put on any clothes for like a fortnight.
I know.
Easy.
I got your message in
yeah.
email. I did. And so here we sit.
Sweet.
Yes. Yes. So I'm was going through the news today, and first of all, I didn't do the news yesterday. I figured I'd tell everybody because I whacked my hair off. So if you haven't seen it, go check out Twitter or Facebook.com facebook.com/IRGRL. The picture's up there. I my hair was
Looking
almost.
very hot, by the way.
Oh,
Definitely would.
thank you. Thank you very much, Barry. I appreciate that. I do, because it was a big. I told people I was going to get my hair cut, but I don't think anybody had any idea how short I was going to get it. And it was just, when I'm gaming and I had the long hair, I'd always pull it back and throw it up in a bun so it wasn't in the way, with the headset. And then
Yeah.
like when I started working my other job outside of the house, like I noticed I wasn't even doing my hair. I was washing it and then I throw it up on top of my head. And I'm like, what's the point of having long hair if you're not going to do it? You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
It's like guys with long hair. What's the point in doing it if what's the point of having long hair if you're not going to have a mullet?
Well, back in the day when I had I used a headset, it used to catch in my beard all the time, and that was really really annoying. But now I don't have that.
See, exactly. So you can kind of understand. So I
I don't
said, you know
understand
what?
it.
In fact, where my inspiration for my hair came from was Miley Cyrus. And because I love that she freaking shed her country Disney fucking hair that she was doing there. Because the country girls, they got big old long hair. All of them do. And I think that was the best thing she ever did for herself, was fucking just chop the shit out of her hair, and she got rid of the Disney image. And she was on the cover of a magazine the other day, and my 16-year-old son goes, holy shit, she's hot.
But to be fair, I think I fancied her more when she looked all innocent and stuff. Because then you can like,
Well, I know, because
I'm gonna
that's,
steal that innocence. I'm gonna
I
ruin
know.
that.
Oh, you're going to ruin her. Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely. Barry's going to ruin Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
That's lovely. So we often get people, changing the subject, we often get people in our chat who just listen to the show and they don't log in. And I started doing the show later, so that thinking maybe we could get some of our, because I know that Scheme, who is actually one of our part-time writers, he will pop in often if he's awake. Andy, I believe he's from Ireland, usually pops in here. He's not in here. Like, I'm missing everybody today. So, let me see. You'd think I know that this show is going to be on every day during the week, and I could kind of prepare. It never happens. Some things I didn't want to talk about really quick. Big news. I gotta search up in my math, or in my Gmail. Here it is. This morning at 16 hours ago, I got this email. I didn't go through it because I'm lazy. The top 8 multiplayer teams from Call of Duty Black Ops 2 in-game League Play Championship Series have been selected. And the teams are Rage, TVA, Vintage, Phoenix, Curse, Quantic, Complexity, and Awe Sports. And kudos to those guys for being just, hopefully, I really do hope they're just regular guys. I hope it's teams of 4 regular guys, and they said, hey, dude, we got a chance to win $1 million. Let's go play. And they fucking kicked ass. And I really do hope that, you know what I mean? I think that's the cool thing about Black Ops 2, is that this right here gave the opportunity for the average Joe to be able to win big. Do you know what I mean?
Well, speaking of Call of Duty, you'll never guess what I got in the post this morning. Was a copy of Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 1.
Really?
Yeah, I really wanted to get back into that game because I remember I traded it in and I've always regretted trading it in. And I was chatting to a couple of mates on Black Ops last night and said, look, it'll be really cool if we did that. But then I didn't really consider the fact that it's been hacked to shit.
See, one of my favorite games was World at War. And you go and play that now, and half of your teammates are flying through the air, shooting you from above. Yes. So
that's really annoying. So I'm really glad I spent money on that.
And you know what? That's maybe something. That's a good thing. Maybe that we can really go into discussion. These games are still. I don't think developers understand. I understand that it costs a lot of money to run servers, but you cannot tell me that a company like Activision, Treyarch, and Infinity Ward, even as shitty as Infinity Ward is, they don't have the money to keep some of these servers up and running. Okay, so maybe you don't need all of them that you used to with World at War, but there is still a huge fan base for some of
definitely.
these older games, and people want to go on the servers. So have people in charge and have people taking care of them and taking care of the hacks.
I mean, I didn't even consider it at all. But I mean, I'm sat there in the lobby. I'm thinking that I literally haven't played this for like 4 or 5 years. It's going to be amazing.
Right.
Like, I get into it, and it says on the screen, "I press R2 to prestige." I'm like, well, that's a new feature. I haven't seen that one before.
Oh
And
no.
then tanks start flying through the air and everything. I'm like, oh, this isn't even close to fun. What's going on? So yeah, I eventually found a lobby that was just a normal lobby.
Right.
But at that
But
point,
it was
I
hard,
was like,
right?
yeah, it's really hard. And I was like, no, this isn't fun at all.
Oh,
What?
Buddha's in chat. Say hello to Buddha. He's a just well, it's Buddha. I left the H off. It's Buddha. So, Buddha has joined us, and we have hopefully. I would love to be able to find out who else is in. See, this is the thing. I'm trying to use the new channel page for Twitch, which I do prefer. I like it a lot better. But they're having a little, maybe a little issues with their chat. I don't see everybody that does show up in chat. So, because I like to talk to everybody. I like to, if people have some interesting news to talk about that day, gaming news or whatever, I like to involve them in the chat. So, back to the top eight teams, and also I think I'm trying to think when it's in May, I believe, or March. No, something like that. I'm trying to think when they go to play for the $1 million. Could you imagine? Like I tried to get a team together, and then Rob stole somebody from me, so that then I couldn't game with them because I figure I am I'm not a hugely good player, but I'm a strong player with a team. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd say that I kill a lot, but then I die almost exactly the same amount. So half the time, there's no point in me turning up.
Well, see, that's me too. But the thing is, though, when I'm playing with a team, I'm really good with callouts. I'm really good with strategy. You know what I mean? I'm probably at my best gaming when I'm gaming with. You know, a lot of times I won't have the most kills because that's not me. My fault in gaming like that is I tend to be vindictive. If I know that there's a camper somewhere,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will keep going. If they'll kill me 9 times, but god damn it, I'll get them that 10th fucking time. I'll think of some freaking way to get up and around them. But and I got to stop doing that. You know, that's probably my biggest problem. But I'm excited. I'm hoping. See, this is. I hate Black Ops 2. The COD series is the series that I love to hate. I hate to love. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, I know
I
what you
got
mean.
fed up with the people, and it wasn't the game because I do like Black Ops 2. I love Black Ops 2,
Think about it.
but I got tired of the people a couple weeks ago during the last double XP. It was Sunday, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm going back to Battlefield." Because I game on, and my friend, I was gaming with my friend Mike Inkwell MD. I'm always on with him. Um, he's like my sanity, and it's so true. And he goes, Stephanie, he goes, you have to go play Battlefield. I was like, why? What's the matter? And he goes, because you're so fucking angry when you play Black Ops. And he was right. I popped in Battlefield, and you know what? I could die like the same amount of times as I do in Black Ops 2, but it's such a different experience for me gaming in Battlefield. So, you know, and then last night I got pissed off of freaking Battlefield, and I went to, and my fallback game of all time is always going to be the Halos, Halo Reach. I like Halo 4 too. So, what the
See,
fuck was that?
I
Do you have
really
a
enjoy.
doorbell going off at your house?
As what? What?
What was that noise? It went doo doo doo.
I don't know. It could have been any one of my children. They're running around here somewhere.
Okay.
My wife has just dropped a cup of coffee and a cake in front of me. That's how it
Oh,
wrote.
very nice. Tell her I says thank you.
Yeah.
I was actually finishing up some of because I adored the tea that you got me so much. I actually only save it for special occasions because I know we have Tetley tea here, but it doesn't taste the same.
It's
I
not the same.
actually did
It's
a
not.
side by side test. I did. Your tea is stronger. No, it's stronger than our tea, our
Mm,
Tetley tea, and it brews differently.
you got to make it
So,
right. You got to. It's just got to be a light brown.
hmm
People, no, we get really passionate about tea. I know it's a bit of a stereotype, but tea's fucking awesome.
No, it really is, and it's very different when you make it what the British way. But I went out and I bought Tetley tea here, and I'm like, I'm gonna see if there's a difference because I had to find out, and I brewed both, and I made them both the same way, and we're all sitting here in the house. I'm like, try this, and they're like, wow. Everybody in the house tasted the difference. The Tetley tea that you sent me is stronger.
Mm.
It's stronger, but it tastes better than the Tetley tea here. The American tea has like a, I don't even know how. There is like an aftertaste, I think, to
Yeah,
teas in America,
I've had
and
American tea, and it's not tea.
it's almost like a fishy taste. I hate to say that because I don't, but like it's gross.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
after you've had, and I have other teas that I have actually had friends send me from the UK that I have in the house that I drink, and when I go to drink like Lipton tea, which is
yeah.
it doesn't taste right. So
Good.
there, everybody in channel, there's our little dish on tea. So you get it all here on Rebel Morning Wood. I'm trying to go through news real quick. We are going to PAX East. Myself, my son Rob, our new person to Rebel. She's our photographer, and that's all she will ever do.
She,
But
she,
yes,
she.
Sammy, yes. I think she has a Twitter, but I think it was just started. She's not really a social media person.
Have you told her about the calendar? Oh, she could shoot the calendar.
Yeah, she could shoot the calendar very. She
Yeah.
very well could. Um, she's a little um reserved,
Oh.
but oh, you're like, oh. She's not as, but not in like a bad way. She's fun, but in comparison to our crew at Rebel, she's reserved. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but well, everyone compared to me is a little bit reserved.
Well, yeah, but see, like, when we get to PAX, Robert and I was very lucky that, obviously because I'm a Triton product advocate, I got VIP passes to Mad Cat's party on Thursday night. And so me and Rob will be attending that, and Dom and Sam, I believe we're going to send them off to the pub crawl, which is going on, because Gamers Gone Wild will not be throwing their party anymore. I'm going to have to dig on that and see why. Kind of curious. I have a feeling I know why, but I don't want to say it on the air um, live. Uh, Anybody that knows the owner probably knows why, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I think he just got a little bit too high profile. Um, but anyways, you got everybody else can do their own freaking digging, so don't ask me because I'm not telling. So, and that is that. I wish I could. I can't even send this to you on. I'll tell you later, Barry. So
Okay.
I'll tell you. I can't tell you now because my stupid thing won't let me. Um, but oh, here we go. Everybody in chat, you're not gonna know, but I'm gonna tell Barry. um, there. So I think that might have had a problem with the fact that they
Fucking
dealt. Yeah.
idiot.
Shh. Hush.
I didn't say anything.
Okay,
Good.
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 It's big, and that's a big deal. So I have a
Yeah.
feeling that's why. I know them. As far as I can say, very nice people. Do you know what I mean? I would not, but I think that's the reason why they're not doing it anymore. So there's supposed to be a pub crawl, like, and I don't know if you have these. Well, I think you guys just do it normally in the UK. Just go from bar to bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they have events around them here because everything in America has to be an event. So instead
If
of
you call
gamers,
it a pub crawl, we call it Friday.
very good. So yeah, they will be having a pub crawl, I believe, and you're just they have a whole course mapped out. I believe it's Thursday night. So we're going to send Dom and uh and Sammy on that, and see who they can run into, say hi, get some photo ops and stuff like that, while me and Rob are rubbing elbows at the Mad Catz party. So looking forward to that as well. Um, I was liking your. I got to get to our site. I was liking your recent. Or was it last week's? Um,
Oh, God of War.
no, I didn't read that. No,
Oh,
I didn't read it
brilliant.
yet.
Yay!
I'm getting no. Your weekly gaming news, issue
Oh, that one.
49. Thought it was very very good. We went over a little bit, and I got to tell people if you have not read it, it's like the Sunday paper for gaming. It's just it gives you a little bit of everything. Now that I have you on live radio, something
Yeah.
because Barry, if nobody else knows, besides being our head writer, he is our official UK PlayStation writer. Official. Like nobody
Yeah.
else in the UK could ever be that for us because he is it. Um, what did you think of the the Sony reveal for PlayStation 4?
Well,
Just say it was shit.
no, no, because I wouldn't go as far as to say it was shit, but it definitely, it's like, it was the same as going to a strip club, wasn't it? Because, like, you go in there, you get really horny, and then you just leave. And I was like, well, hang on a minute, there should, because you spend like 100 quid in a strip club, you can go down the docks for a tenner
Oh
and get it all
my
sorted down in one
god.
place. You might, get a rash or something, but it's that, and that's what I mean. It was a reveal without a reveal. I mean, it's like someone should have sat around a little table before they did it and said, right, what are we going to show? Oh, we're going to show the console? Don't be stupid. No. So, hang on.
Well, I
What
think
were
it
they going to
was
reveal?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They showed us a fucking controller. Whoa. Let me tell
Exactly.
you.
I mean, that wasn't fun. That wasn't nice. And I mean, it did confirm like a couple of fears. Like they said, they've had that really weird line. They said it's not going to support PS3 games. So as in you're not going to play your current library,
Oh no,
but it
I
will
but I will. Did
but
you
it will support the game, so you can download them all over again
No, no,
for more
no. But
money.
listen, no, well, that's what I'm saying. What the PlayStation people are going to get, and besides a very rude awakening, I bet you it's about $60 a year they're going to have to pay to be
Yeah.
able to play to make sure that they're backward. All the PS4, every game that you have on the PS3 will be backwards compatible, but for a price.
Yeah.
That's what they're not telling you. Or be in
But
the
that was
cloud some way like that. You're going to end up having to pay $60 a month, or $60 a year, which is exactly what you pay and have paid for years, and everybody expects it because you know the kind of service you get on the Xbox. So you're glad to pay it. I know I am. I never thought in a million years I would say this. I try to explain to people I do come from PS3 gaming.
yeah.
I used to carry that banner. You can't go wrong with Sony. I used to, you know what I mean? And I went into the Xbox and I was, I
Yeah. I,
cheated.
I totally get that, but that wasn't the only bit of bad news, was it?
No.
It was the other bit of, like, the massive bit of bad news is they said or hinted around the fact that PS4 games will only ever work with one console
I
because of the
know.
chip. And I'm like, well, hang on a minute. First of all, that's just a big piss take to all the gamers because that's part of the fun, isn't it? Like trading your games in for the next game and stuff like that. But like, what about all the retail? I mean, I don't know what it's like over there, but all the retailers over here,
Oh no, we have Play
will
and
it?
Trade. Play and Trade deals in used and retro gaming. They have current games, but it's a smaller like what is out like right now, but they deal in games from PS2, used PS3. Do you know what I mean? They deal with
Yeah, yeah,
you can if they don't have it in one of your regular retail stores, you go to Play and Trade because they're going to have it.
yeah, exactly,
And
exactly.
that's exactly, and I think it'll hurt Play and Trade big time.
And I mean, I mean, because as you know, I know I've started to sell
Mm-hmm.
pre-owned games myself, and I mean,
Yes, I know.
the amount of money that I make from pre-owned compared to what I make from brand new, because I mean, from a brand new game, when all the costs and posters are all done, I make about 17p. So I was like, it's hardly worth doing it. But I mean, for pre-owned, it's astronomical in comparison.
Right.
So that is really bad news. However, putting my Sony hat back on, I do know that Sony have got the advantage technology-wise because for every Xbox 720 they sell, they've got to give some of the proceeds to Sony because it's got a Blu-ray player, which
Yeah.
Sony came up with.
Well, I know, but um, Sony came up with Blu-ray, but they don't. I don't believe they hold the patent on it.
Pass.
I don't. I'm not sure. I was trying to find that out the other day because of the fact that rumor has it that the 720 Xbox, quote unquote 720, it's no confirmed name of it. We're just assuming,
Mm.
has Blu-ray player in it.
No, it does. No, I'm pretty sure it does.
Okay, so now here's my question, and like I said, I still have my PS3. I love it. My daughter mostly uses it, but I still have all my games for it. I will game on it occasionally, but not a lot. Usually, I just go
No.
update things on it. But what I'm saying though is, so I'm not off. I think it's a good console. I think both of them are. I just prefer the Xbox. Um, if and I did ask this, my friend Joe, give him a little shout out. I'll let him know. He works over here at Walgreens by me that I frequent a lot. He's a hardcore PS3 gamer. He says if he has to pay, if he finds out for sure that the new Xbox console has Blu-ray player, and that he's going to have to pay to play maybe any of his older version games on the PS4, he's not going to get the PS4. He's going to go buy an Xbox and game with his friends because he told me that a majority of his friends have Xbox versus
Yeah.
PS3. He said so he will just switch over because he's not. He says the one thing that separated, the one major thing that separated PlayStation and Xbox was you didn't have to pay.
Yeah.
You didn't have to pay any. They have that Plus service. He says, but you don't need that. He goes, that's not like something so extravagant like you must have it. He
Mm.
said, so for him that he would switch. I'm wondering how many other people. Um,
Yeah.
Buddha in channel says he has both the PS3 and the Xbox, mainly Xbox. He uses. He has the PS3 for exclusives and the Blu-ray player. Everybody.
That's exactly how I do it now. But I mean, in all honesty, I'm going to get the PS4 based on some of the exclusive games they got, like Killzone 4, because I've always been a big Killzone gamer. And I mean, Killzone 4 is going to be amazing, and I would happily buy a PlayStation 4 on the strength of that one game. But that's just me. I'm a little bit weird like that.
Right. No, well, I'll buy one too because my daughter games on it. She doesn't know it, but for Easter, I'm getting her the Vita because
Mm,
she uses her PlayStation and she plays Little Big Planet so much that I felt getting her a Vita so that she could kind of play,
yeah,
you know what I mean, would be
yeah.
worth it. And so I will get one. I will get one as well, just so that we can review the exclusives. If I buy Battlefield for Xbox, will I buy it for PS4? I don't know.
I think I'll still stick to my golden rule now of campaign games I play on PlayStation,
Right.
multiplayer
And I
games,
think I
all
think
of it.
that's smart. They play
Uh,
very well. Graphics are very well done. But I think multiplayer gaming, and this is probably why when you
yeah.
first, Barry, on a true honesty, when you first came to Xbox and you played your first multiplayer game, did you notice a difference? Because I did.
Yeah, there's a little difference there.
I thought it was just smoother. It was so much, in my opinion, it was so much better. It just seemed like it was less laggy.
I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't really see much of that, but what really did sell it for me is, like, for example, Medal of Honor Tier 1 Edition. I got that for PS3, and all my friends got that for PS3, but it was annoying when you could only speak to each other during the game, and you couldn't decide whose team you were going to be on. That was really annoying. And then, of course, when it went across to Xbox, I could be playing one game, a friend could be playing something completely different, but because you're in party, you can still chat. And that
Right.
makes it like a little thing, but it's all
It's a
about being
big deal,
social.
though. It is
It's
a big
a big,
deal.
really, really big deal. And I mean, that's what really sold the Xbox for me. So
And
as I
I
said,
think still for gamers, that's one of the biggest selling points
yeah,
for Xbox. And I think for parents, I can't tell you how many times I've had the questions. Parents will come in and the only thing their kids have ever had is the Wii because that's like
mm,
a starter console for kids.
yeah,
And when they move up, I get a lot of questions at Best Buy. They'll say, which is the better console to buy? And I'll say, I don't ever tell them Xbox. That's my preference.
yeah,
What I tell them is, I says, If your children are going to be gaming with other children, not in their house, but online,
Yeah.
then you need to have the Xbox because it is the one true way you can keep them safe.
Yeah.
And you can't beat
100%.
that. You can't beat that because a parent can't be around muting the whole lobbies every time their kid goes into one. How many times do
Uh,
people get kicked out, new people come in? Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. Yeah.
I think for parents, plus I tell them, you can't beat the Connect for children. You,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that's, do your boys
Ses-
like it?
Sesame Street Connect is fucking amazing.
Is it? I heard
It's
that. I
amazing.
heard people.
It's so much fun. I mean, I downloaded it for Jack, my eldest, who's 4, thinking that I'd have set it up for him. I was playing it for an hour, just sitting there with elbows. Like, this is amazing. I'm throwing coconuts to the Grover and stuff like that. Oh no, but yeah, and he likes his like there's an Avenger game as well where you can be Hulk, and I know it got slated, but I mean the Star Wars Connect game, I
Right.
love that. And I mean, if anyone's interested in like fitness and stuff like that, and you don't really fancy like the Zumba games or anything like that,
See,
get Star Wars Connect.
well, we do. We have one set up at Best Buy for
Yeah,
demo purposes, and I tell people, well, you know what? And I tell them though, this is my personal opinion, but how can you beat playing a game with no controller?
yeah,
And I said it's not a perfect technology, but man, it's the closest you're going to get to perfection.
definitely, definitely.
My daughter has the PlayStation Eye,
Yeah,
and
uh,
can I tell you how many times she's used it?
couple.
Since the Christmas that she got it, which was not this last year, the year before, she's used it maybe 3, 4 times.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Sony hat's coming on again now. I prefer shooting games with the PlayStation because you've got the moves and because you've got something to hold. Because remember, I reviewed that Flexfire gun
Yes.
ages ago. I still use that. So anything with shooting like Time Crisis and stuff like that, I prefer the Move, as in the PS Move, over the X because I've got something to hold. But obviously, with things like that, you're completely hands-free.
Okay, yeah,
Then
but you know
yeah,
what? You go play Fable 3 on Xbox Connect and tell me that is not fucking amazing. I
never.
played that at work, and let me tell you, when you make fireballs in the middle of your hands and you throw
Oh,
them at your opponent,
yeah.
that's
No, that's amazing. But then, of course,
that.
you the what about that Harry Potter game? I bought it for Jack for Christmas. Can't remember exactly what it's called, but
Oh,
it's the magic book. Remember you got the magic?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
I, you sit there in front of I sit there in front of Jack, and he sits in front of it, and he's got the move controller, and of course on the TV, the move controller turns into a wand, and he'll
Hmm.
sit there for ages. I mean, ages for a kid is like 15 minutes, but that's a long time for a
It is. It is.
and he can.
I still don't think that the move is still as innovative as
Oh
Connect.
no, no, definitely not. But all I'm saying is, if it's a game which requires you to pretend to hold something or something like a gun or a wand,
Oh yeah, but
and the
my
wand,
daughter didn't like it though. She had the iPad and stuff like that, and it was cute at first for her, and then she was like,
yeah, me.
yeah. You know.
But
Whereas the Connect though, the age range for use in my house is
yeah,
from 12 to 40 something, but so but that needless to say, I can still. The other thing that Connect enables us to do though is me and my 12-year-old or me and my 15-year-old or me and my 16-year-old will get up and we'll do the dance things together. We'll do, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But then we'll also game separately with it. Um, so that's all I'm saying. I think for families, I honestly, if you're getting your kids into gaming and they're coming from the Wii, you can't beat the safety of the
no,
Xbox. So with the party chat, like you said, that was a big deal to you, and I still think it is. And people keep saying, why doesn't PlayStation just? It's not like maybe they do. Xbox holds the patent
mm,
on party chat. You know, I
yeah, possibly.
they
Because
might.
you've got a very well, PlayStation have almost got a party chat system, but you can only chat on it. It's like the very beginning in the settings mode. You
Right.
can't do it while you're playing a game or anything. So you can all sit there and chat, but that's as far as it goes. I mean, it's nowhere near as good as what it is on Xbox. But you never know what PlayStation 4 might bring.
So what games are you playing? Not to we just got to move on because this is a short show. So what games have got you inspired this week? What have you been playing a lot of?
Well, in all honesty, I gave Aliens another go
Oh.
because there was a big update for that, and turns out, yeah, still sucks a lot, real bad. And I mean, I almost forgot about because I put it in the gaming news the demo that they gave out for E3,
Right.
and if you compare, well, there's loads of videos on YouTube now comparing the demo and what it actually is, and it just infuriates me that they blatantly lied to us. Like, so this is what you're gonna get. Oh no, sorry, it's nothing like that. Sorry. So that was really really annoying. So I've been going back and forth off Black Ops 2, but I am looking forward to the new Gears. I'm interested to see how that's going to go because that's out on the in 10 days' time.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's good. That should be good. A couple of new features on that one.
Yeah, I hate to get honed into my usuals, and I usually do, but I think this week I'm gonna break out of my shell, and I am going to because everybody knows I usually run my because I've been missing Medal of Honor Warfighter. I want to play that. I can't find my Warfighter game. Can you believe that? It's like lost in my house
Really?
somewhere.
I love that game, but no one ever played it.
I know, I
Problem.
know. I'm
But
going
then
to.
you've
I
got
found.
Dead Space. The DLC for Dead Space is out today, I think, actually.
Yes, yes, it is. But I don't like Dead Space.
What?
I
What?
don't.
It's third person.
I don't like it.
Um,
I know. He's like all disappointed in me. I love your voice, but you're like,
oh,
oh
Dead Space
well.
is amazing.
Uh,
You
I,
don't
you know, a
like
lot of people say that too, and I'm happy. I'm happy for the people that like Dead Space. I don't like Dead Space.
well.
I am not a Dead Space person. I'm sorry.
You need to. This
I need to be. I know I don't need to be. I'm
What's that?
actually
Is it just the fact that it's third person?
yes. I can't play third-person shooters because I'm all fucking retarded.
Why?
You know,
Why? Why?
you know
Why?
what? Listen, this is my listen. We're gonna
Yeah.
argue on air. We're gonna be like Regis and Kathy Lee. I'm fucking. My first experience with See, Crowner in channel says he's played it for 5 minutes. Are you referring to Dead Space as well?
Yeah, but Dead Space 3 isn't scary though.
I
Dead
heard
Space
it wasn't scary. I heard it was like
it's
not.
more action orientated, but they didn't make the same mistakes that they made on Resident Evil 5, as in because Resident Evil 5 isn't a Resident Evil game. Dead
Oh.
Space 3 isn't as terrifying as the first two. Oh, the first one, oh yeah, fuck me, yeah, I can't play that in the dark. No chance. No
I
chance.
like
I
that.
think one of the first times I played the first one on my own, had the headphones in, and my wife came up behind me to give me something, and she almost got a controller in the face. Yeah, that is truly terrifying, that first game.
Oh my goodness. No, yeah, no, I didn't. I played the multiplayer. I beta tested the multiplayer for Dead Space, and
Oh,
I
that
was just,
sucked.
oh my God, it was
Yeah.
horrible. It was
The,
just,
yeah.
it was awful. I was like, plus my first experience, and people have heard me tell this story before, but it's a good story, so I'm going to tell it again, was with Red Dead Redemption. I was like, oh my God, I love this game. It's a Western and you can shoot people. How
Yeah.
fucking fun. You can shoot horses, you can kill things, you can have people chasing you, you can do a multiplayer.
Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So I'm watching my kids play and they're riding these big old fucking beautiful horses through these huge maps. And that's what I like about Red Dead Redemption as well.
Yeah.
Huge fucking maps. And I said, man, I want to play this. So the very first thing I watched them, I'm like, I'm gonna whistle, cause I'm getting one. That's so cool. Horses run up to you. My
Yeah.
boys failed to tell me that you don't get a horse right off the bat. So I'm whistling and whistling, and I'm like, and this fucking donkey rides up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And they're laughing, and they're like, get on the donkey, go. So I get on the donkey, and my fucking feet are dragging on the ground, cause my character's so big. That's what it looks like. It looks ridiculous. Looks like a
Yeah.
grown man riding a tricycle. I'm riding this donkey in the fucking Red Dead Redemption. And then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, freaking this guy comes up because I was in multiplayer and starts shooting me. And so I'm
Yeah.
trying to coordinate on the donkey to turn around, to turn the donkey around. I'm turning my body the one way. The donkey's still running the one way. I'm trying to shoot the guy with my gun. And I threw the controller. Fuck this! I hate this fucking game. Fucking donkeys. And I left. I
Well,
like shut the Xbox off. It was probably one of the biggest rages
I
I've ever
really,
had.
really enjoyed that game, but I mean, I think I actually reviewed it for Rebel ages ago.
Yeah, I think you did
The only
too.
thing, the only thing I will say about it is the campaign starts where it teaches you how to ride a horse and how to herd some cattle, and it's like the
Hurt some
how-to level.
cows.
So you can all kind of you can you can deal with that because it's right at the very beginning of the game. You're like, all right, let's teach me how to do this and the other. And as the game progresses, obviously the missions get harder, and then you get onto a minigun and you shoot like take on armies of people, and it's fantastic. But then the last like 3 levels, you go back to herding cattle again. Like, no, mate, I've just taken a whole army of
Listen, you're in
people.
the old west. It's a big deal to fucking herd cattle, man.
What do I fucking herd cattle for?
Really,
I want to shoot people.
English people should not be herding cattle.
No, ridiculous. Not at that point of the game, anyway.
You don't know how to do it right. But see, for us, no. But anyway, I'm teasing. So that was like one of my biggest, and I just um it's very not comfortable for me.
Mm.
The the third person is, and I just don't like it. But something I'm going to delve into is Borderlands and Borderlands 2. I'm going to start with Borderlands because my kids tell me I can't play Borderlands 2 if I haven't played Borderlands. So if anybody, wants to join me playing Borderlands, I'm going to start playing it, I guess, this week. I'm going to try to dedicate at least an hour. It's hard for me because I like killing people in multiplayer in Battlefield and Black Ops. I do. It just, it gives me such, it's almost kind of sickening how much of a good feeling it gives me when I use shotguns on people. And
Well, this is
this,
someone who's just come into the channel then. I like shooting shotguns.
I like shooting people with shotguns. Welcome to Rebel Morning Wood. So, so we're actually going to change our preview picture to a picture of Barry
Yay!
in bed pitching a tent. I don't know how his wife's going to appreciate that picture. That's going
That's
to be
okay.
our
She's caught me doing far worse. It's okay.
that's going to be our is Endgame out today for Battlefield 3?
Uh,
I didn't know. For PS3 it's out.
is it? I haven't
And
done Battlefield on for months.
Endgame release. Google, be my guide. Um,
Show us the way,
show us the way, Google. Like Rob says, I don't need to go to college to be a doctor. I have YouTube and Google.
Google. Oh,
Yes.
Google did show me one thing earlier, just to completely change the subject. I'm gonna just find it.
No, wait, it says now. All right, show's ended. No.
What? No, no, no!
Show's ended. Gotta go.
Motherfucker.
Yes! Endgame is out, everybody. Woohoo! I'm so happy. Seriously. Oh my god, the things I have to do. I don't even know why time passed like it did. I have to. Oh my god. All right, what time is it? Look at me. Like, what do I have to do today? All right, it's 10. We'll wrap up in like 15 minutes. The show's actually going to be long for that, but that's okay. It's a good show. I have you on. And tomorrow, can you come on tomorrow morning too?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, groovy. And then from like 10:30 to 1, I will play Endgame. And then from 1 to 2, I'll post stuff up on the site. And then from 2 to 3, I'll clean the house. Wait, was I supposed to go out today anywhere? Fuck.
Nah.
No, I can't do it from 2 to 3 because the kids get out of school at 2:30. God damn these kids. They
I know
foil my
they
gaming
take your
plans.
entire life, don't they?
I'm telling you. I will be on tonight, though, everybody, at like midnight to 5 in the morning. Endgame Battlefield. Thank you. So, I will. I can't help it. Isn't it funny? You know what I don't like about my new haircut? It's so short around the side that it itches my head on my headset. I gotta get used to that. Like, I don't know how you guys do that shit.
As long as there's enough to grab hold of, you're right.
You can grab the top of it, don't worry. So, yeah, so I guess, yeah, we're probably, let me see, wait, in channel. Part of me hates Battlefield 3 so much, but I need to play this. You do, Crowner. And Crowner, I don't think, where are you from, Crowner? You're Dutch, aren't you? I think it's wonderful that we have such a diverse crowd in here. Crowner's
Well,
always in here a lot. Yeah. Buddha's a new regular. We're gonna have Buddha come on the show sometimes, just chat with me, so I can have like, since you're my Regis, I can have a fill-in for Regis. Kathy Lee, he's from
good,
Sweden. Yep,
good stuff.
good
Good
crowd.
cause.
Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends actually in Sweden and in Belgium. They all used to game with me on Kings of Chaos. So, all right, kids, we're going to wrap it up today. Barry, thank you for joining me. It's been a lively talk.
Anytime.
You know, I always say that I'm going to like prepare for my morning shows a little bit better. I'm going to go through, and I never do. So if you want to prepare and there's things you want to talk about tomorrow morning when you come on that you maybe
Yeah.
saw during the night or whatever, just shoot me a message and we'll make sure that we chat about them. Tomorrow I will be talking about Endgame and talking about the maps and whatever. The one thing, that's the reason why if anybody knows me and knows my gaming style, they know I like maps. Maps are a big deal to me in games, and so I need to
I'm
go.
going to be talking about Battlefront 3.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Mm, mm, mm.
I can see you in. I know you're doing this. Oh my goodness. All right, folks, thank you for joining us. Have a great day. And Barry, head
Yo,
writer for Rebel Gaming, and myself will join you tomorrow morning. I say 8-ish Eastern, but it's become more like 8:39-ish. Sometime in the morning we will be here.
what
I'll,
time is that in real time?
um, in real time. It is real time. I don't know. It's 6 hours behind you. So
What's
you're
that?
6 hour.
Afternoon?
You're 6 hours ahead of me. So
1 o'clock.
it's
At 1 o'clock.
right. Can you do that, Barry?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Wonderful. America time. Fuck yeah. All right, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Big say bye.